If you're feeling constantly on edge and like your brain just won't switch off, then this video is for you. I'm going to give you 5 practical tools that help. Small things that fit into real life, even when you're running on empty. And I'm going to give you a different way to think about stress. What if it's not a flaw that you need to fix, but your body trying to give you a message? Hi, I'm Ruth, retired doctor turned health coach, and I make evidence-based content for over 50s women who want better health beyond the menopause. And as ever, this video is for general information. It's not medical advice because health is personal and context matters. So tool number 1, remember your Dear Diary moments from high school. Now, I'm not asking you to revisit your teenage angst, but journaling when done well can be really helpful. Now, you don't have to write a lot. You don't even have to write in full sentences. A brain dump or incoherent word salad is just fine. You could write about what went well that day, or what didn't go so well, or something that's bothering you, or just simply the things that you're grateful for. And if you're stuck, try some prompts like, what went well today? What do I need less of? What felt meaningful today? And if that still feels too much, why not just write 1 or 2 words? What really helps is picking a time of day and sticking to it. Now, I like evenings because it helps me to clear my head and get my thoughts out, and I find that quite useful for getting to sleep. Now, the process of keeping a diary or journal has been shown to have multiple health benefits, including an improvement in overall happiness, an improvement in memory, and it's an effective way of expressing emotion. So tool number 2, have you ever noticed how your heart races when you're anxious, or if you're overwhelmed, you get that sinking feeling in your stomach? That's the body telling you it's stressed, and it's helpful to be able to recognize it. Now, your nervous system has broadly got 2 parts. First, the voluntary bit, so the part that tells you to wiggle your fingers, and then the unconscious bit, which is your autonomic nervous system. That's what basically keeps all your body processes, chugging along in the background, doing their thing. And it's got 2 halves. So the sympathetic nervous system, that's your classic fight or flight reaction. And the body diverts blood away from the things that don't need it in that moment, i.e. digestion, and sends it to the brain and the muscles, because you need to be able to think or run away, or both. Now, the other half is the parasympathetic nervous system. That's what just resets and calms everything down when the danger has passed, otherwise known as the rest and digest system. Now, it's not that one is good and one is bad, because we need both, and both systems operate all the time, quietly in the background. And our cortisol levels are supposed to go up and down, whatever social media tells you. But what is key is recovery. And it's important that we make time for recovery. Now, research has shown, by looking at something called heart rate variability, that's the beat-to-beat variability in our heart rate that occurs naturally, that this parasympathetic nervous system can be switched on and activated by slow breathing. Now, you've probably heard of box breathing, which is breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, and hold for 4, or 4-7-8 breathing. But my preferred choice is even more simple. It's essentially breathe in for 4 seconds and out for 6 seconds. And that gives you 6 breaths a minute, which has been shown to be the sweet spot for maximum activation. Now, just a couple of minutes of slow breathing once or twice a day, or when you recognize those body's stress signals, can make a real difference. So for tool number 3, I want to talk about movement, not workouts or hardcore exercise, just movement. When you're stressed, you get all stuck in your head, and sometimes you need some gentle, intentional movement to just bring you back into your body in the moment. That might be a walk outside, preferably somewhere green, because research has shown that spending time in nature is good for our well-being. Or it could be some gentle stretching, or some yoga, or just some pottering around your kitchen. Now, it's not about getting fitter or ticking an exercise box. It's just a simple way to take the edge off without overthinking it. Think of it as restorative movement. Tool number 4. Now, we all know that too much screen time isn't good for us, particularly late at night, but it's really easy to get into that habit of either doom scrolling or checking your work emails. Now, as Gen Xers, we grew up in the halcyon days before the internet existed, but it doesn't mean we're immune now. And certainly living with dry eye disease and knowing that screen time is bad for dry eyes, I still catch myself scrolling occasionally and have to make a real conscious effort to stop. So what can help instead of going completely screen cold turkey is having a simple switch off cue. So something that tells your brain, yeah, we're done with electronics for the day, now it's time to rest. For some, if you work at home, that might mean shutting the laptop and shutting your office door. If you come home from work, it might mean changing your clothes into something more comfortable, or it can be as simple as, shock horror, putting your mobile phone in a drawer or in a different room. Tool number 5. Now, social connection is one of the most overlooked tools for managing stress. It's like the quiet cousin of the lifestyle family, like, you know, her from out of town. But it can be incredibly powerful finding your tribe. Now, I don't mean replying to group chats or chatting to your dentist's receptionist. I mean real human connection with the people who get you, where you feel seen and a little bit more like yourself again. And the research is clear. People who have good social connections have a longer life expectancy. And having poor connections can increase your risk of heart disease by up to 29%. I was surprised at how much it was too. And yet, when life gets busy, our social engagements are often the first thing that we let slide. So last weekend, I met up with 3 of my closest friends from university, and it's really difficult to get together with everybody's work and family commitments. But when we do sit down, even if we've not seen each other for months, the conversation just flows, and it's genuinely, it's like medicine for my soul. So don't treat it as optional. Have the coffee, schedule the call, put it in your diary like you would a business meeting. It will make all the difference. So we've reviewed 5 effective stress management tools: journaling, slow breathing, gentle movement, a digital detox, and social connection. And now here's the reframe I promised at the start. Now, stress isn't a flaw. It's not a sign that you've failed in some way or that you aren't coping. And you are not, I repeat, not a stressed person. You are a person who is experiencing some stress at this particular moment in time. So stress is a signal. It's your body's way of saying, hey, something's not right here. It's like the metaphorical canary in the coal mine. It's useful. You need to pay attention to it. I know it doesn't have yellow feathers, but you get my drift. So next time you notice those signals, be it the racing thoughts, the fidgeting, it's not a time to panic. It's a cue that you need to open your stress toolbox. Pick one of these tools. You can pick one of these 5 or something that works better for you, and do it regularly, and it should help. And if you've enjoyed this video, feel free to like, share or subscribe for more health and well-being content for wise women everywhere. Now, because stress can leave us feeling a little bit drained, I'm going to leave part 1 of my energy series of videos here, and I'll hopefully see you there.